Hey everybody, Cliff Yates. How are you today? Going live. That's me, Cliff Yates, live vertical mode here on YouTube, because I know a lot of people jump in and out on the shorts feed because they see live. Vertical mode shows up in shorts feed. That's a little tip for you creators to gather more people for your tribe. And thank you for everybody, if you're returning, who's subscribed. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. It's all positivity. It's all trying to self-improve to the point that we are better today than we were yesterday. And it's all great content. I focus in on trying to learn everything I can so that I can get better every day in every way. And then I pass that on to you. What does that do? I get satisfaction when I'm positively impacting somebody else. And if you're learning to teach, in other words, if you know what you're learning, you're going to be sharing, you pay a little bit more attention, right? You try to grasp it a little tighter. And so that's what I'm doing here today. I'm on the way to the Kiwi Tennis Club here in Indian Harbor Beach, Florida, just a few miles away. Hey, thank you. Good morning. It's not morning, it's afternoon. What's the matter with me? I'm usually playing tennis in the morning, but today I'm playing in the afternoon. And I'm going to try, as a matter of fact, the voice in my head just reminded myself, speak a little slower, Cliff. You tend to rapid fire, and you speak with such rapidity, so rapidly, it is hard for people to understand. I only know this because people have told me, and I listen to constructive criticism, and I've monitored my own recordings and said to myself, even I can't understand myself. Now that may come from a couple different reasons. It could be because I'm live streaming now, and there is no script, there is no teleprompter, and I'm conscious that I want to be providing content of value. And so as I self-audit, maybe in my head I'm thinking that I'm not comfortable with the pauses. Or if the pause goes on too long, then an idea or positive thought or one with value might not come. So today I'm trying to gain confidence that, listen, the information is already here. Just let it flow through the heart and out the mouth. I don't have to constantly be filling the void of space, thinking that as long as I'm pouring out, things will continue to pour in. And if you're going to have good, if I have good content, if I'm confident that I have good things to pass on and share, then one thing I've learned is communication. Have something good to say and then say it well. What's the sense of having something good to say, positive comment, and no one can understand you? So today I'm trying to focus in slowing down a tad, not to the point of being mechanical and that I'm not being my true self. I'm not speaking in a natural way, but a little bit conscious of how I'm articulating words, expressing my thoughts. Hope that makes sense. If it has already, hey, like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. That's how we build our army, our community of progress here. And we're going to do that as we make a right-hand turn safely. Sometimes divided thoughts are not good. We think we can multitask, but we can't. Listen, this is the theme of today's stream. Live streaming today. And I love live streaming because it's raw and real. It's not overly edited or produced. If you're like me, you crave real content. Real shit, not AI generated bullshit, but real and raw, because it's good to see. And so that's why I like going raw and real live streaming, but also I don't have to edit it. It saves me time. So I don't have to overly edit it, play with the sound or the color and all that stuff. It's not necessary. Just hop on here and share the information. And today I'm always sharing stuff that I learned or that I liked, that I think has some value. Hey, thanks for the heart. Love you more. Thanks for subscribing. I appreciate you. And check out the rest of the channel. But this was what this was the metaphor that I was listening to today. And I really, I like to speak metaphorically, right? In symbols or stories, right? That's the way it is in the Bible. Jesus was always trying to get followers by telling stories, right? Peter and the other fishermen, his brothers, how did he relate to them? He goes, listen, you guys are great fishermen, but I'm going to make you fishers of men. And then they go, oh, we can understand that. Okay, fishers of men? Hey, we're fishermen, so we can understand fishing for men, right? To get in our nets to bring to you. So metaphorically, this young man, very articulate, by the way. That's why I was reminded, try to be more articulate, speak a little slower, speak a little bit more clearly, and I'll be more readily understood. The young man was talking in the metaphor of being a lighthouse, which I like that. So today, you and I, let's be lighthouses. When you're a lighthouse, the ships that are looking for you, the ships that are looking for a safe harbor, the ships that are looking to be saved will find you. They'll find you. You be that light on the hill. You be the lighthouse. The ships that need you will find you. The ones who don't care to find you or who aren't looking, they'll either survive by luck or they're going to go into the rocks. So be that lighthouse. That means stay at your post. Stay on your post, because if you leave your post if you're chasing followers, chasing people to serve, no, people will find you if you're there as a shining light. The people that need the guidance will come to you. But if you leave your post, then even the ships who need the guiding light will crash on the rocks because you were not at your post. They couldn't find you. You weren't there. You were chasing ships that weren't looking for you anyway. Those are not the ships you're looking for. This is metaphorically speaking. You get the connection. So let's be lighthouses. Let's stand our ground. Let's stay in our post. Being the shining light. We got a strong foundation. Can't be moved. We got a shining light for people to come to find us. We don't need to chase other people. Just be there with the light on for those who are searching. I think that's a great metaphor for life, especially if you're a creator, you're a coach, you're someone who's out there to serve other people. We got to be the lighthouse. Now you may say to yourself, hey, where I'm at, I can't be a lighthouse. That's too many clicks above me. I'm not big enough to be a lighthouse for other people, for other ships. I'm not there yet. I'm standing here on the ground and there is no lighthouse. That's okay. Start from where you're at. If you're just standing on that ground, listen. Go to the least resistance. Grab a flashlight. And now you can start the rhythm. The rhythm of a lighthouse with your flashlight. Yes, the big ships might not see you. The big ships, the big clients, the big people. They might not see you because all you have is a flashlight. But you're building momentum. You are there. You are shining a light. And the big ships might not see you, but you know what? Your neighbor in his rowboat, the kids down the street, caught in a riptide on their inner tube, they're going to see you. And you're going to save them. And by you being there to save them, you are going to be building the foundation of a larger lighthouse. I like that metaphor. That's just coming to my head right now. I started with a little basis, and then I've been building it from right in front of you. All right, if you like the content, please like, share, but most of all, subscribe to the channel. Why? It helps. YouTube pays attention to content. They want people to be fed the content that they're interested in. So people who are interested in self-improvement, personal growth, motivation, inspiration, those kinds of things like this here, if you start liking and you leave a comment, YouTube says, oh, we got to show this to more people. It apparently has some value to it. So team up with me. Join the team. I'm going across the causeway right now here, the Intercoastal. Oh, you might not be able to see it right now. This is the Indian River right here on both sides. going across the causeway to Indian Harbor Beach, where I'm going to be playing tennis today, right? Fellowshipping with like-minded people. And that's what I want you to do. And that's why you're here today. Thank you, everybody, for showing up. Subscribe to the channel. We've been really gaining a lot of new subscribers because of the live streaming of the people that jump in on the shorts feed. So I'm glad you're here. 95% are new people when I stream vertically like this. 95% not returning. They're new people like you. And so, listen, Crazy Cliff Yates here, trying to do two things. Metaphorically sharing that lighthouse metaphor. And number two, I'm trying to slow down my content. Slowing down what I have to say. If I get more confident in what I'm sharing, what I have to say, then I can slow down and I know the message will come, it'll be there. I already have it. All I have to do now is share it without stumbling over my words. But hey, that's the great thing about streaming live, is the mistakes stay in, right? The goofball shit that I say stays in. That's kind of your proof that this is not overly edited. It is not AI. This is the real version of me. Crazy Cliff Yates with vigor, enthusiasm, energy, no stimulants except for coffee this morning. All right. Oh, I can recognize some of you folks that are most important. Hey, Miss Lloyd Dent, say hi. Cheeseburger, 12p. Hi. Oh yeah, I'm a little warmer than you are, but not much warmer. So Florida got hit with a deep freeze last night. I went out to dinner with my stepson, the youngest, who's a deckhand on a yacht. And he drove up from Fort Lauderdale. And we had a beautiful dinner outside at Frigates. And when we started, it was about 68. Kind of balmy. 68. It was comfortable. Didn't have the cover on. By the time we left, an hour and a half later, it was already down to 63 degrees. So 5 degrees dropping, but within an hour and a half. And last night when I woke up this morning, they said I had tennis scheduled. It was in the 30s, they said. I didn't want to go, I didn't want to play. And luckily, part of the team, they texted and said, it's canceled this morning. This is a recipe for injury. And I said, I agree. So I was glad I did not go at 8 a.m. to my tennis match that was canceled. It's 30. Now it's showing 53 degrees, which is, but it's sunny. A few clouds, but it's sunny out. And you know what? It's not that windy. So that's going to be great. So 53, sunny, not much wind. Recipe for a great day of tennis, everybody. It's going to be good. And as you know, tennis, and probably all racket sports, lead to a longer life. Extra 9-10 years. Can you imagine just by playing around with a sport? Why? Because in tennis, you're constantly moving forward, backward, side to side. And at the same time, you have to engage your mind to compute, analyze the speed of the ball, the direction it's traveling in, and simultaneously move your body to get into a position to strike the ball back. So that connection between mind and body, which is a constant, is what causes us to live longer. Not to mention, because we constantly have to be in the point, in the moment, it prevents us from time traveling yesterday, tomorrow, an hour ago. What does that do? It makes tennis the best antidepressant you can ever get, because you can't ruminate on what's going on outside of what you're doing. You can't ruminate on the past. You can't ruminate on problems that might be coming up in the future. You've got to be present to what's happening. Tennis is great, or any sport, racket sports, great. Anything you can do to move a lot, and you're going to end up having my kind of energy at 68, and not the kind of energy I've seen from a few people younger than me that are shuffling around, waddling back and forth. They're fat slobs, and it's obvious. I don't care what the reason is, because there's no excuse. I don't care what medical condition you have, you can crawl. If you can't walk, you can crawl to the next mailbox, crawl back, clean up your diet, whatever. You can get better. Some of these people, listen, the problem is their weak bodies are caused by this weakness right here. They have a weak mind. But you know what? We can train our mind along with our bodies to simultaneously be growing every day in every way. If you're not growing, you are dying. That's the message, everybody. But the theme of the stream today, if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel because I know you're jumping in and out. The theme of the stream, and also my goal, was to talk a little slower. I failed a couple times, but that's all right. But the theme of the stream, everybody, is be a lighthouse, be a solid foundation, be a light on the hill for the people that need to find you. You're the light, you're shining brightly, and they will find you. You don't need to chase them, because when you chase them, you leave your post. And if you leave your post, that's not good, because even the people that would have found you, they don't see you and they crash in the rocks. And you know what? You don't want that. You want to give people a light to go to be. You kind of want to be their savior in a sense, not in a godly sense, but in a lifeboat sense. All right, everybody, I'm here at the tennis club. 18 here. All right, my brother. All right. So happy. 18 years old. See, I don't believe in, I'm ageless motivation. Principles and values are timeless and ageless. Doing the right thing is, everybody said you should focus on your age, your, what do you call it? The age, 50 to 70, or, listen, anybody who wants to do better, be better, become better, hey, that's you and me, then we're in the right place. All right, you've joined the right crowd. I'll see you